How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing well today. Smash some emojis, some thumbs. I'm Zach. I'm a glassblower in Virginia in the U.S. appreciate all of y'all tapping in today. I don't know how many of y'all are with me right now. Hopefully my phone is still on. Show me some love, smash some thumbs, hit those likes, smash some emojis, shoot me a follow, check out my other videos and reels, shorts, all that. All right, bam, back to it. All right, let me know how much of that did y'all actually see. Couldn't really pay attention. I'm gonna check the computer right quick. If you have any questions, ask them now. I'm about to check the computer. Scratches on it. If y'all have any questions, ask away. I'm gonna get started in like 17 seconds. Countdown 15 seconds. Alright. Countdown like 45 seconds. Alright, smash some likes for your boy. Show your boy some love today. This is what I just made, by the way, everybody. Y'all saw me attach the top to the body. To the base, I mean, you saw me attach the base to the body. Alright, I'm a glass blower. I'm working out of my garage. This is what it's like coming in, right? Come downstairs, boom. Open the fridge, boom. Have my coffee right there ready. You know what? Let's take that with us. Haven't had anything. Boom. Shut that. Walk in, turn on my propane barbecue griller. You might be like, yo, that guy is wasting stupid amounts of propane. Not really. This bad boy could last me like anywhere from, so the stuff I'm doing right now, hold on. Check it out. Alright. Propane, oxygen, oxygen. These two like change the sharpness of the flame. So look. We got my propane going. Propane with a little oxygen. Now sharpening that flame. So that's the first stage, right? Second stage. First stage. Second stage. Alright. This is a GTT Mirage. A little modded out with this handle. Have my hand torch. This is a glass lathe. See my Bunsen burning. Smash some thumbs. Show me some love if y'all think this is kind of cool. So you need propane and oxygen. Hold on, let me take a sip. Cheers, y'all. No, let's put that there. This is my oxygen machine. So that like huge ass flame I was showing y'all before is propane and oxygen. So you see my griller. Go to my splitter. So the red is propane. To my torches and my Bunsen. For the oxygen, I tap that tank, right? So this tank is filled with compressed oxygen. These two machines pull in ambient air, purify, concentrate, and stuff my oxygen tank. So that right there, my regulator, I'm tapped into it. So actually, you know what? Y'all want to see this in action? Let's turn it around real quick. All right, so I am not growing marijuanas. What this is, what do you think is inside of this? Real quick, what do you think is inside of this grow tent? Drop some thumbs, drop some comments. 3D printer. Because I'm in my garage, so when it gets real cold, real hot, real humid, helps keep it all Gucci. Have that Tapo camera mod out. This way I could watch everything through the app. It was like 20-30 bucks on Amazon versus their stock bougie camera. Carbon filter, inline fan, shoots out to underneath my vent if I'm 3D printing with like any type of toxic fumes. You know what I'm saying? Like ASA, ABS, just go through it, anything with the carbon fibers. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to get rid of these obstacles. But you see that little net I built? That little screen netting? Check this out. All right, move this little heater out of the way. Move this rando crate. Don't know what that's doing there. All right. So here's some prep, by the way, some glass tubes and such. But the secret switch to the side of the garage, just a crack. Made this when I was in Florida, so like snakes and squirrels wouldn't get in. Check it out. Now I gotta hop up. Boom. Nothing's getting in. Net open, right? All right, back to the oxygen. Flip the switch. Hear that? And this is where we're at right now. What was that? See that silicone tube? Feeds into the splitter. The splitter boom. So yeah, so now you could hear it really thumbing. So not 6, but 7, not 8. 7, when you dip right below 7 by 6, is when it automatically flips on and starts filling. And it fills up to the 160 mark, right? So I can work while this fills up. In fact, if I'm just using my first stage torch, like it will fill up all of the way. It's not like it's gonna keep depleting and I'm gonna fight some balance. So I used to pay like $750 a week, maybe $700 in oxygen rentals, and this is pennies. So this is like 15-30 cents every time this fills up. But it's, you know, like a down payment. You have to make an investment. I was on a payment plan for that. Let me know what y'all think. Shoot me some thumbs. Hit me with some emojis. Smash that like. Show your boys some love. I'm just a glass blower out here in Virginia in the US. Try and make it happen, y'all. Show me some love. Hit some thumbs. Hit some likes. Subscribe. Alright, so y'all want to know what we're about to do? I'm about to melt the end of that stick and melt the end of that tube. And then I'm gonna crank this wheel and I'm gonna mush them together, right? And when I mush them together, they're gonna become one like solid piece. Smash some buttons if you like one solid piece. Let me know what y'all are thinking, right? So once those are together, I'm gonna move my torch flame down to the left. And at that point, I'm gonna have my big torch below, my hand torch above, and when it gets hot enough, I'm gonna flip on that first stage to the second stage, and I'm gonna crank that over a little bit. Once I have that bump, so that's gonna form like a bump in the middle, right? Now, once I have that bump, it's not squared off like this paddle. It's gonna be like rounded, but I wanna square it off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blast that until it's like molten liquidy right towards the top, and I'm gonna curve down to flat, curve down to flat, curve down to flat, curve down to flat. And I'm trying to make it like compact square, you know, like this. Making that bump, squaring it off, right? So imagine this is a tube. The tube attached to the body, then I'm gonna bring it and detach from this section, so the whole thing is now gonna be on this side. So I don't know if y'all saw me make that last attachment, right? And then I'm gonna pop the holes and measure the intakes, and once it's the size, bam, In the oven she goes. So this is like another one I made recently. I really like this. I don't know if y'all like red, transparent black, but it's transparent red over. Oh, appreciate that, dog. This is experimental moist raspberry over icy white satin, transparent black base. If you're in the U.S., my website is zachdesign.com. So this one is pineapple juice over icy white satin. Check that out. Transparent black. What do you think? I think transparent black as a base looks good with everything. Truthfully. Like it's just a sexy accent. So transparent, my bad. Pineapple juice over icy white satin, transparent black base with a transparent yellow-orange tip. And when this rages, so this is actually yellow. Hold on. Also, these are UV reactive. Let me see if I got my flashlight real quick. I'm sorry if you get dizzy from like the spinning around motion. You see it turn red? It was the yellow and now it's red pink. Alright. So you saw that was bro. Alright, what do you think it is? You think it's marijuana's in there? What do you think it is? Nope. 3D printer, bro. 3D printer. Filtration, so I'm not dying of stinky filaments melting plastic. Don't want to be, honestly, I don't understand how even with PLA, crack a window, dog. Don't be breathing that in. I don't care how it's melting plastic, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so y'all remember what I said I was doing? Pushing it, separating it. I have some sections prepped. Oh, that's what happened. This fell. Y'all didn't hear it, but when we were doing the oxygen stuff, I heard a clink. So I guess this fell off. Alright. But I have some sections prepped down there. So my sister and my mom really like that purple color. I gotta try to figure out how to make some cups. One of the things I want to start getting into is making cups. Let's see. Alright, you see how this is yellow? Kind of like a golden yellow. I know the focus is kind of whack. And then compare that to the amber one you just saw. So when I put this in the flame, this is just a tube, like tubing. This is just color tubing, different like chemical formulation. This is the transparent yellow, orange, that's what I'm calling it. That when I spin it in the flame will change colors. You know, leave it in the oven, change colors. This will last me doing this like a week or more, and it's 26 bucks, dog. Propane really ain't that. Propane ain't a thing. Appreciate that, fam. Appreciate that. Alright. And keep in mind, this isn't a waste, man. This is entertainment. This is live TV coming at you from my garage, from me to you. ZHD Glass. Zach Harrison. Show me some love. Like, subscribe, smash some buttons for your boy. Help me monetize this. One of the goals is to upgrade some equipment, man. If I could save enough money, maybe I could set up a studio. Like somewhere in Virginia, that would be dope. Everybody could come kick it, learn how to do some glass, do some events or whatever. Get some heady artists down there. You know what I'm saying? Do some collaborations. That'd be dope. And if I haven't said so, I appreciate y'all tapping in today. I gotta clean off my glasses a little bit. Alright. My hair is greasy. I'm definitely hella greasy right now. 1, stage 2, stage 1, stage 2. Alright, 2 are now 1. I like kicking up the speed when I need the centrifugal force. I think when it spins faster, I can push cleaner marines faster. One on top and below. Now it's like a round bump. I just smushed it, right? So it's like a round bump. And the goal now is to square it off. My arm is resting on this lathe a little bit. That was that bump. Now it's squared off. Now I'm gonna pull that part away. Then I'm gonna make that part flat. Then I'm gonna pop a hole. Do me a favor, smash some thumbs. Let me know what y'all are thinking. Let me know what y'all are up to. Where y'all coming from today? I'm in Virginia. My name is Zach. I'm in the US. Maybe your new favorite glass blower. How's it doing? What's poppin'? Featured in High Times twice. Made the first aftermarket attachments for the Puffco, Focus Vicarda, and like most other E-rigs. First whip connect, ball cat, like you name it. I pretty much introduced it to the space. Though I'm not particularly artistic, to be honest. I'm trying to be more artistic. I've just been focusing on super simple proto stuff to improve like the function of those devices because I'm a consumer myself. So I make stuff for myself, and then I share that with the community, pretty much. Appreciate y'all smashing some like buttons for me, subscribing, get the engagement numbers up. Make those people want to sponsor me and whatnot. Put the money back to the community, cool community stuff. Not pushing it either. I'm just kind of like holding my paddle in that position. So that's what we just picked away. This is my smash bucket, by the way. So it's like when I have scraps like that, I'll score the tube and I'll smack that trash off of it. And when it comes time to dump it, super easy. I just lift this out. So that's a real pro tip right there. That's like a for real pro tip. And then I just dump it in the recycling bin. Easy, clean. And then I'll just fill up the water when I need to. So, hold up. Just turn this down a bit. Alright. So I just prepped another base to be a topper. So I just made the bump. Right, so bump. And that's what you saw me pull away right now, so it's just that flat part. Next thing I would do, let me put this down, is take one of my sections. So, I don't know. Like not this, but hold up. Red is stop. And then I would open that up and weld them together and then tear this part away and then size it and then pop an air intake hole. And then I take this away and I put it in my oven for now. So I don't know if you saw the videos earlier, but I finished and I put one in the oven. So ultimately, you know, it's gonna be like, I don't know what colors I would do, but something like this. So I just made this base part. So now it's like if you see the base, if I have like that rod right there, a tube with a body prep to it, attach it together, and then, so if y'all are into like Carta, Focus V, all that type of stuff, check out my website, ZHDdesign.com. Having like a birthday month sale right now also. Alright, whoop. Let me get this warmed up a little bit again. Also, versus like any type of lighter, I like something I could like hit from afar, you know? Alright, well, we've been here for like an hour or so. Where'd you learn glass blowing? Some self-taught. I used to work at a studio called the Orlando Glass Gallery, the Orlando Glass Union. There's a studio of like 15, 20 people. Worked with this one guy right by me, Andy from Diesel Glass Inc. He's the one who like, I was like renting his lathe at first. So instead of having my whole own setup, I was paying $600 a month at a studio, which included like my lathe setup, which included like the torch rental and like propane and the electric or whatever. So I was paying $600 a month in rent for that. Eventually I had my own setup, and I'm doing a lot of experimenting, like making my own handmade color tubing, you know, so like doing rod blowouts, right? So like I made that by hand using a stick, pretty much like a rod. Show some thumbs if you think you're encouraging my path, my journey. Think this is cool. Smash some buttons for me, yo. Help me monetize this. Smash some thumbs. There's 100 of y'all. Come on, 80 thumbs. Come on. All right. I might be tapping out for now. I'm freaking beat, yo. I'm hungry. I don't know about y'all. I'm starving. Yeah, a lot of money. Like a lot of money. You really, it's like it's an investment. You got to be serious you're into it, and you have to know it's something you can make money at, unless you have a ton of money to blow, which I don't.
It's one of the reasons why I appreciate y'all helping me monetize this, get this flowing, help me upgrade my tools, help me step up in a way. Maybe I could open up like a shop where everybody could come and kick it and chill, you know? First step is getting a mic and maybe a gimbal. Right now, I'm stepping up on here. Every time you see me come and adjust and like tweak the angles, that's why it's all crazy like that. Only reason I don't ship international is because I've gotten people sometimes make mistakes and like wrong shipping address type of thing, and I wound up having an order take like 3 weeks to get to somebody for the address to be wrong and have it sent back to me, and like I would have had to pay $40 more shipping for like a $20 product, and then the person decided that they just didn't want it anymore because of the hassle, so it just wound up like costing me a bunch of money for no reason. So like after that I just stopped doing international through my website at least. But I don't know, if you see something that you like, shoot me an email, you know what I'm saying? Hit my website. My email is zharrisondesign@gmail.com. I think it's in like my bio info, stuff like that. Did I use calipers? I mean, I freeball that. I've been doing this long enough making those toppers, but no, I use calipers. Puffco bottoms need to be between 41.6 millimeters and 42.1 millimeters. The focus V Carta needs to be between like 37.6, 37.7 millimeters and like 37.95 millimeters. So yeah, I'm crispy with it, dog. Chewing the lathe, I like have no idea how to do that, so I don't know. If somebody wants to come and chew my lathe, that'd be dope. But I'm out for now, y'all. I'm tired, I'm beat. I need to freaking eat. I'll talk to y'all later. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Scully, with the tips. We'll have to pick that up a little bit later. Mr. Terps, appreciate you. Appreciate you, Techno. Appreciate you, Lankaliv. Appreciate you, Gia. If I'm saying that right, apologize. Tiki Time, appreciate you. Pascal, appreciate you. Joshua, appreciate you. Nathan, appreciate you. Marshall, appreciate you. What's up, y'all? Appreciate all of y'all tapping in, man. Check y'all a little bit later. Make sure you throw me some thumbs before we dip. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. Appreciate you guys.